Sound off like you've got a pair, and welcome back to PFC Havok's Kerbal Space Program Career Missions. I have, off-camera, built myself a craft that should be able to carry Kately and Kurtha into orbit and bring them back safely. It also carries a 1.25 meter heat shield, which it will bring back down with it from orbit, so we will be able to test the heat shield while landed at Kerbal, as well as the travel itinerary for Kately and Kurtha. So let's go to the vehicle assembly building. There is our ship. Let's crew it up properly. Jerbediah, our pilot, which I think we're going to get rid of Jerbediah like Valentina. Carry Kately and Kurtha. All of our staging is already set up appropriately. And let us launch, get into a simple orbit, come back home, complete those 2 contracts, and see what else is available for us. Turn our SAS on, crank her to full throttle, 3, 2, 1, liftoff. And we are on our way to space. I think I'm going to toy around with a different type of orbit. Instead of going east to west like we're heading to the moon, I think we're going to go north-south. We're going to do a polar orbit. We're moving pretty quick. Glad that I put some intergalactic space nipples on it. Get close to 10,000. We will start our gravity turn. Solid fuel boosters, go, jettison them. There we go, we are at our little over 10,000. Oh, our craft is going a little wonky. It's because we are using the Reliant engines and not the swivels. But it's very wonky. Looks like we're going to be orbiting in this direction. Okay. We will orbit whatever direction this craft wants to go. As long as we get up and get home safely, I really don't care. That was a very nasty little flight there. Alright, the liquid fuel engines on the side are gone. We are going to jettison them. Now we've got a swivel engine on our main stage. Looks like we're going on a weird path, but that doesn't matter. That does not matter. What is our altitude? Yeah, that's a good altitude. We can start to rotate her around. There we go. Keep our altitude rather low, but we want to continue to increase our orbital speed. Stay at about 100,000. Need to push that arc out. Probably carrying a little more fuel than we need, but that is okay. As I said last time, I prefer to carry extra fuel as opposed to too little. It's a good arch. Keeping her at about 100,000. Kill the engines now, and we got plenty of fuel. I think we're gonna jettison that segment, initiate that motor. and warp up to our apoapsis, where we will circularize, carry in our Kately and Kurtha into orbit. From here we're going to circularize our orbit. Round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. There we go. We've brought them into orbit, completing our first part of the contract. We have carried them safely to their destination. We gotta bring them home. Let us burn retrograde. Where's that gonna land us? Bringing us in. Excellent. We are coming home safely. I'm going to time warp a bit. Bring her down, bring her down. I'm going to run out of electric. I keep that open so I can observe our electric charge. Burn retrograde for a bit to help slow us down before we actually hit Atmo. Help kill off some of that velocity. Readjust my microphone, there we go. Right, out of fuel. Jettison that. We've got our heat shield right there. We're going to be skimming across the atmosphere. We're coming in at a nice enough arc, and we should burn off a lot of velocity. Just time warp some. There we go. We got the plasma trails. Hopefully none of our components start to burn up. Looks like our lander legs are getting a little toasty. They're good. They're good. I'll just put the lander legs in case we actually hit land, but it looks like we're landing in water, so our lander legs are not really that important right now. There we go. Lander gear not really important, but that'll help create some drag. Wait until we're much lower to deploy our chutes. I like to wait until about 5,000 meters. 5,000. Now we can wait a little bit longer. I'm going to do it at 3,000 meters. Chutes deployed. Turn off our SAS now. Wait for the chutes to fully deploy. Coming down nice and soft, 3.4 meters per second. I'm going to time warp to that. And then once we are landed, we're going to test our heat shield, as is required by... Yep, we got to be landed. Oh boy, I always put too many parachutes on this. Always. But we will be completing 2 contracts for the price of 1. And that is always good. The more contracts you can complete per flight, the better. And $291,960. Kerbucks. Not exactly sure what they're called. Credits. Right, turn off our time warp. Save splashdown. Tip the ship over. Run the test. Okay, it's not letting us test the I guess you gotta land. I don't know. Well, it looks like we only completed 1, so recover our vessel. Still the 74 science. We now have 312,000. We covered everyone safely. Let's clear our launch site and see what new missions we have. Surface of the Moon. Explore Kerbal. Rendezvous 2 vessels, yeah. See camps for Kerbal from orbit. We got to, somebody wants to orbit around Kerbal and a suborbital space flight on Kerbal. Not much money in that. Above. Alright. I'm gonna leave the facility. How much does it cost to upgrade? 282,000. I don't want to risk it. Do not want to risk it. So I clear this out. We got 20 reputation for completing that contract. 9,750 complete. 9,750 for complete. 3,250 for getting them into orbit each. That's a good amount of money. And in the next video, we will actually do our space plane to the temperature surveys. Yeah, I already completed that. Why is it still on my list? Okay, yeah, next flight we will, where's it at? There it is, the temperature surveys in the next video. Until then, happy travels, safe flights. This is PFC Havok signing off.